Spinach, Bloomsdale, long-standing. Growing, healthy, tiny. That's 2 inches, 2.5 inches. That one's a little bit bigger. The issue is, I did a soil test a little while ago and found that this soil is terrible. Very alkaline with very low nitrogen. And your leaf vegetables especially need nitrogen. Thus, they're stunted. They're tiny. I mean, what can you do with this? They went through the winter. We had a fairly rigorous winter with a lot of below freezing temperatures, but they seem to survive that. I haven't thinned these out yet, but they're very I didn't prepare the soil enough. I put in some compost, which added a little bit of nitrogen, but I'm guessing that was used up, and because of the alkalinity of the soil, the shredded leaves I added probably didn't decompose very successfully. So yeah, got stunted spinach. I got them to germinate well with my germination technique that I put in I think it was my last video. So they all germinated. They all look healthy, but they're all tiny. There's some insect damage. I'm guessing sow bugs came in and took a couple nibbles out of these. Not enough to worry about though. But the big problem is that they're not taking off. They're not growing. They're not getting to the size where you can harvest. And I blame the soil. This soil, this soil is pretty much, I just cleared this last fall. So it's even less improved than the soil I had for my peas. I'm guessing they're not going to thrive. They're not going to take off. I need to harvest what I got and add a lot more nitrogen to the soil, a lot more compost. I'm going to add sulfur. I'm going to add iron. I'm going to try to acidify the soil as much as I can and just put in tons and tons and tons of shredded leaves, cottonseed meal for the nitrogen, and try to get the soil improved for next fall, where I will try spinach again. This time I use my magic patented technique to germinate them, and there'll be an infinitely more amount of nitrogen, and hopefully these would take off. They will germinate as well and take off, because they really should be this tall. They should be at least 8 or 9 inches tall by now, and I don't think there's nothing I can do to make them grow. Even side dressing isn't going to give them the nitrogen they need. So I'll give them a couple more days, then I'll just harvest it. Probably make one meal of baby spinach, because all this spinach will make probably like one bowl. And try again next year. So, spinach, Bloomsdale, long-standing.